In this video, we are going to talk about the box model. The box model, it will be by name, you may feel like a little bit awkward, but when it comes to the use case, when if you are using in your web pages, you will get familiar with that. Then the sky is limited. So we can display the content by using this box model. Okay. So I will move on to the next slide. So it will give you some more insights about this. So this, consider this is the box. So and the below center point is the content area. So around the content, you can play around with some level of amount of padding, border, margin. So these are the things will make your content and more readable and more elegant look to the end user in the browser. Okay. So this is the content, and this is the content. Next to the content, if you are applying the padding, means it will give you some space around the content. Okay. Then next to that, we can apply the border. Border we already see in the previous section. So that we already clarity about it, what needs to be applied on the border, what attribute we need to apply on the border style. Okay. Above to the border, we can apply the margin. Okay. So we can apply the margin, border, padding, followed by the content will be rendered. So it will be look like this, and that I will show you in the inspect element as well. So when you apply the style and when you apply the border, right, I already told you in the section when we discussed more about the border attribute, we can apply the top and bottom like left and right. So here I have mentioned, from this you will get to know how it will be look like. That's how this border will render. The same thing will be applicable for when it comes to the padding and margin. So if you apply the padding alone, it will take you all four area. Okay. The four direction will apply this padding. If you not mentioning the same for margin also, it will apply the four directions. Suppose if you want to apply some level of padding top, some level of margin and the bottom, means you need to mention padding top this many amount, margin bottom this many amount. So likewise you need to mention that, and I will take you to the inspect element, there you will get to know more on this. Before that, I will take you to the Visual Studio Code editor, that I have added some code over there. So here I have added the basic HTML. Within that, I have added only one div and one h2 tag. Okay. So depends on the amount which we added here, how it will be look like. Okay. Here I have added a padding 10 pixel and border 5 pixel, and the gray color I have added, and margin 10 pixel. So how it will be look like the box model, which you can relate by now. Let me share the browser again. I will take you to the example boxing.html. When I refresh this, what you can see, the border is coming, below is the content. As I told, right, above to the content, padding is coming, above to that border will come, above to that margin is come. Let's verify whether all this comes or not. Okay. So I do the inspect element, and let me go to the div. When you mouse over, you can refer the above one here along with the dimension of div container. Okay. So the div container dimension is 1330 into 48 pixel, which means width is 1330 and height is 48 pixel. Okay. And followed by, you can see the orange color, then the light black color, then the green color, then blue color. So what does it mean? This is what we mean to say the box model. So the center of the content, around that will apply the padding. Above to that we can apply this border. Above to that we can apply the margin. So this is what happening. If let's check If nothing got applied, what will it look like? Okay. See, I applied only border. If I remove the border also, this will be look like this. Consider the case where you have applied the image with around the border. Somewhere we no need padding and image, but somewhere if you apply some amount of padding and margin, then that will give you better look and feel. Okay. So now if I add a border, you can see the edge of this text is close to the border. If I add the border padding, can you see? You cannot find the orange color highlighted one. Why? Because we haven't applied the margin. So the green color will say the amount of padding which we have applied. Okay. So if I increase this one, you can see this much padding got applied. Okay. So likewise, I told you, right? Let me switch back to Pixel. And if you want to apply only on the top level, this will be applicable on the top. See, when I mouse over, the green color will be highlighted on the top only. So the edge also, it's somewhat more from the border edge. But when you see the left side, the border edge and the text edge will be closer, right? So what you need to do? Padding left. If you apply the padding left 5 pixel, then you will get the uniformly top and left. But when you see the below, you can apply the border padding bottom also. If you apply like this, now it will be look like good, right? So instead of adding like this, we can go with padding, which means around the four edge, fourth direction, the same amount of pixel will get applied. Okay. So this is what the same for margin as well. See, if I mouse over, you will get to know around the box, you will see the margin, how much it got applied. If I remove the padding and margin, you can see this edge start from here. And if I apply the margin, it somewhat shifted from left, right, bottom, and right. So this is how you need to apply the boxing model when it comes to the content display to the end user. So here also you can play around with the top, bottom, left, right for the margin as well. Okay. So not only from this, on the style panel right side bottom, you will get to know when you select any content, this will give you, this is the boxing model, this will give you what is the amount of content it got rendered and what is the amount of padding got applied, what is the amount of border got applied, what is the amount of margin got applied. See here, it got applied 19.920, the default browser's margin got applied in the top level and bottom level. So this is the amount of width and height of this H2. When you select div container, this will give you whatever you applied above. This will give you some preview about it. Here we haven't added the padding. If I enable the padding, below this will got applied. Okay. So this is what the 4 edges got applied. When you mouse over the content part, the above will be highlighted with blue. When you mouse over to the padding, the above will only focus on the green color part, padding part. When you mouse over to the border will highlight it. And it comes to the margin, it get highlighted. So this is how you need to each and every pixel by pixel, you need to do the debugging, and this is how we can make sure with the help of our inspect element developer tool. Okay, and here we got an idea about how to apply the boxing model for any content. I hope you clear on this. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Thanks for watching.